What's an AI builder? And why are companies paying over $200,000 to someone that's not even technical to join their business as one? An AI builder is someone that can find important problems in a business, solve them with AI agents and AI-powered systems, and get a company to actually use it. Mr. Beast is paying over $250,000 to someone to come in that knows how to use AI and knows how to integrate it in teams so that his company gets this transformation. And he's not the only one. The companies that want to survive, they're all hiring AI builders to restructure how their company works. And I know it's true because I've done it. I've gotten multiple offers for multiple six figures. I was even hired by one of the biggest entrepreneurs in the world to do this directly for him. Here's what he said about me.
I need Kaz. Kaz is 25. Kaz knows everything about AI agents. He's a young Japanese kid who's highly curious. On the weekend, he's building AI agents to solve problems in my life. I've got a kid called Kaz here. He's built a team of agents that now work for him. So hiring Kaz means I get Kaz and his team of agents because he's proficient in that technology. Most of the workforce hasn't been trained because of the education system to know a thing about this.
We're gonna break down exactly what an AI builder does, why companies need them, what skills they need, and how you can become one, or how you can hire one. Are you ready? Okay, what's an AI builder? Every business has problems. You know that. You have 100 every day. And an AI builder is someone that can solve them because they know how to build agents and systems that can get rid of the problems that keep you up at night. Just using ChatGPT is not enough. Having Claude send some emails for you is also not enough. Those don't change a business. AI builders understand how agents work under the hood, which means they can build hundreds of them and link all of those systems together like an architect. And because they're caught up on the latest skills and techniques, they can bring those to your business and to your team so that they learn as well. And believe it or not, these builders, they don't even have to be technical. Now I know that sounds like a lot, but it's actually really simple. And it's because before anything else, what you need to understand that'll help you understand everything is that there's levels to AI fluency. And I break them down like this. There's chatbot, co-work, vibe coding, and agent orchestration. Almost everyone is here. And most of the people that think that they're here are actually here. To really understand what an AI builder is and how it actually benefits companies, you need to understand each level, and we're gonna break it down right now. Let's start with chatbot. This is the easiest. You know this. It's ChatGPT, it's Gemini, it's Claude. There's a bunch of different models. But basically, this is where you send AI a message and it responds with some information based on whatever you asked it. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on this because I think you already know what it is, but it's basically where you use AI as a brain and it'll give you some answers back. It definitely makes people more productive, but it is not an AI builder. The next level is co-work. And honestly, this one's the one that has changed the most over the last 12 months. Because instead of just messaging AI, these AI companies are now giving their AI like arms and legs. And it sounds scary, and that's because it is. Here's why. The biggest example of co-work is going to be Claude Co-work. You've probably heard of it, and there's a reason why. Until last week, it was the best AI product to use, especially in a workplace. And it's because when you use co-work, AI starts asking for permission to access more of your computer. It'll ask for things like, can I access your downloads folder? Can I run this in the background? Can I control your computer? And it does this because the more access it has to your computer, the more it can actually help you. And remember, AI isn't made to ruin your life. It's programmed to predict the next thing you're going to say, to predict the next thing that it should say, to help you more. The more information it has access to, the more it can help you. The more control it has over your computer, the more it can get things done for you. Inside this co-work level is also another thing that a lot of people don't use, but it's really powerful. It's called scheduled tasks. You're going to use this in the other levels too, but co-work makes it really easy for you to make tasks happen on a repeated schedule. You can schedule AI to check for certain emails at a specific time of day every single day. You can have it research things automatically for you every week without you having to touch it. And if you're someone that has to manage a lot of relationships, you could give co-work your contacts books, and then every few days it can check a little block of them and see, okay, do any of these people have news that you should know about so that maybe you can, send them a congratulations or maybe just check up on them. At this level, co-work, you can really start to automate things for you and your team. It's good, but it is limited to more simple tasks, and it's not much of a competitive advantage because everyone has access to it. Now, before level 3, there is a level 2.5 between co-work and level 3, which is vibe coding. Something you might know is that co-work can actually create software for you. It can create dashboards, landing pages. If you don't want to use PowerPoint, you could literally have co-work make slides for you, put it on a website so that you don't have to open up Google Slides anymore. And what's really cool is that it can tie real data over to these things so that your deck gets updated automatically, your dashboards get updated automatically. No need to have to talk to a software developer to make some little tweaks. It's super useful for literally anybody in business and even in your personal life. But even though co-work can make software, I wouldn't call it vibe coding, and here's why. Level 3 is vibe coding. And if you don't know, vibe coding is where AI creates software by coding on its own. And honestly, it's where AI has had the biggest impact on the world. AI can literally make almost any software that you need now, on its own, without a developer. It could make an app for your phone in a day. It can make a website with an enterprise-grade database in a couple hours. It can even make a tool so that you can download YouTube videos or a Chrome extension so you can get concert tickets from one sentence. And I know because I've done it. But you have to be careful. Even though you can do all of this, there's a reason why software engineers are so valuable. And I boil it down to 3 things, which is security, sustainability, and scalability. 3 S's, because without them, you might say shit. AI can make any software, but unless you know how to make it secure, another person from a random country can go into your system, hack it, steal the data. It could even change the data without you even knowing. I've actually done security tests on apps that people I know that have made, and I was able to get in, put myself as a user, set myself as an admin, and I'd have access to every bit of data that was in their system. They had no clue until I told them. The other reason why vibe coding is just a different level than co-work is because of what I mentioned, sustainability and scalability. When I say sustainable, I don't mean 0 bugs, because software is always going to have bugs. But it needs to be able to run without having to have maintenance every day. And also it has to be scalable. AI can make any software, but unless you know how it was made, how the pipes are laid out underneath it, a vibe coded piece of software could cost a company hundreds of dollars a month, or even thousands of dollars a month if you're not careful. But even with all of what I just said, if an AI builder understands those 3 things, security, sustainability, and scalability, which isn't as complicated as it sounds, anything can be made. You can build software in a day that brings in leads that are worth 7 figures. Again, I know it's true because I've done it. This level is where someone starts to become valuable to companies as an AI builder. They can take a problem that affects an entire department or the entire company and build a tool that solves it in a week or even a day. But that's not even the highest level. The final stage, where the best AI builders are, the ones that make over $200,000 a year, is in level 4, agent orchestration. It's one thing to be able to talk and know how to talk with AI, that's what levels 1 to 3 are, but the real goal is getting them to talk to each other. This is how armies are built. This is how a random person off the street has the power of 50 people that work nonstop 24/7 just by clicking enter. Now before we get too deep, what is an AI agent? Because everyone's got a different definition and a lot of people overcomplicate it. But put simply, an AI agent, all it is a system that just uses AI to make sure things happen automatically. I'm gonna say it again because it's really important and I wanna make sure that you get it. An AI agent, all it is, it's a system where something triggers AI. AI decides what to do and then uses a tool to take an action. I'm gonna give you an example. When 8 a.m. hits, an AI agent wakes up, checks emails, sees if there's anything important, and if it finds something, it sends you a text. Even something as simple as that is an agent. There's a trigger, the 8 a.m. when the clock hits. There's AI deciding what's important, and then AI making an action. That is all an agent is in its simplest form. And if you're thinking, isn't that co-work? Exactly, co-work is an agent. But agent orchestration is when you get these agents and get them to talk and work with each other. I'll give you an example. At 8 a.m., an agent checks your emails. It looks for anything urgent that really has to get done today. It's searching and then finds an email thread that says, oh, it's a friend's birthday party today and you're actually supposed to go. But instead of texting you right away to remind you, it actually goes to another agent that has access to all of your to-dos and checks, okay, did you already get this person a present? And then that agent can check to see because it's focused on your to-do list. And then if it finds that you haven't already purchased something, then it can ask another agent that has a credit card that you've given it with a certain amount. And then that agent can go and buy something and make sure it gets delivered to you before the party. Inside a business, the same type of thing can happen. Let's say a potential customer emails asking for a proposal. You can have one agent that's reading through the emails and finds that, and then it asks another agent, okay, go find all of the information for this customer in our CRM. And then it can have another agent do up-to-date research, and then it can have another agent that checks our pricing, and then it brings all of this together and then gives this information to the salesperson. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you can create all of this today. It's what the best AI builders are able to do and why they're so valuable. Because they know how to create this in the most efficient way so that AI isn't hallucinating, that it gets you the best information, that it does it securely. It's what the best AI builders are able to do and why they're so valuable. Those are the levels of AI fluency, but you need to know this. Being good at AI doesn't just mean using as many agents as you can. It means you can build a simple, reliable system because you know which parts need to be separated, how it should be constructed, when you should have the agents talk together, and only do that to get the best result. Most traditional developers, they get hyper-focused, they get tunnel vision. They're trying to build the best, the biggest, the most robust, complex, perfectly polished system. But that's not what businesses want, and that's not what AI builders should do. You need to remember and you need to know that a system is not valuable because it's complicated. A simple automation that saves a company thousands of hours is way more valuable than some complex spiderweb of 1,000 agents that solves the wrong problem. That's why AI builders also need business judgment. They can tell based on looking at the architecture and how the business works, what's the real problem? How do you solve it with AI? And then how do you get the team to actually use the fix? This is why companies are paying AI builders so much. Zapier, which is a company that does automations for millions of companies around the world, actually released a study last week that said that people that are AI fluent are getting paid 56% more than people that aren't AI fluent. And that's because every hour that an AI fluent person puts in could be thousands of hours in return over even the next few months. Because they're building the systems at scale that can run on their own, letting humans do the stuff that only humans can do, which is a lot. I'm not stupid. I know the biggest question you probably have right now is, okay, how do I become an AI builder? Or if you're a business owner, you're thinking, okay, how do I hire an AI builder? Can anyone be an AI builder? Yes, of course. But to be one or even to hire one, you have to understand the fundamentals. That's why I've taken you through the different levels of AI fluency today. Because which one are you? Because wherever you're at, I've just given you the steps to get to the top. Now don't jump ahead and try to go straight for agent orchestration if you're still at level 1 with a chatbot. Start experimenting with cowork. And then once you've tried all of those tools and you really understand it, you've gotten the most out of it, then go to vibe coding. You'll realize how powerful you are now with AI, and then you'll be able to go to agent orchestration. And you can honestly go from level 1 to level 4 in a couple months. Honestly. But unless you start by building the foundation of skills, starting from level 1 and working your way up to level 4, you're going to be walking on shaky ground, and you're going to make things and systems that don't work or get hacked. I'll walk you specifically through how you can get from level 1 to level 4 on this channel, so just subscribe. But you don't have to wait for me. Pick a business problem. Any problem. Build something that solves it, make it secure and reliable, get someone to try it and see if they actually use it. Keep doing that for problems that you find, and it's going to increase your ability to create exponential growth for a company, which makes you valuable, makes the company more valuable. You're going to make systems so good that companies are going to have no choice but to recognize you. And if you're a business owner that wants an AI builder, or you're wondering, okay, is there someone on my team that just needs a little nudge to get there? Connect with me on LinkedIn, let's chat. I'm sure that we can find a way to make that happen. I'm going to show you what the best tools are, especially for the workplace, how to tie them together, how to get more value out of them in the next videos. So, make sure you're subscribed. If you don't, someone that does subscribe might pass you up. Fair warning. Thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions, please put them down in the comments below. My job is to serve you. So if anything was too complicated, or if you need more in depth, or if you want a certain video, then please let me know, and then I'm going to do my best to help you out. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you soon.